Look, I just woke up and I know I need a haircut. But welcome back, guys. Today, this is a little different than my normal content, you know, all the content that I have. But I have two projects I want to work on. Oh, I just woke up. I'm sorry. But the first one is an Arduino project. This isn't it, but it was kind of something I was doing for it. Compared to this one, it's a lot easier. But the second one, I'm going to be using Raspberry Pi. I'm going to be using local AI agent. I have components that go into that I have to like experiment with beforehand so that I don't just go in blind and just try to do it one shot. Today, we're going to be testing out Whisper from OpenAI. Like I've already been through the GitHub, which shows like a little bit of how it works and how to install it. But this is basically what it is. Let's listen.
This is the Micro Machine Man presenting the most midget miniature motorcade of Micro Machines.
But I mean, yeah, it's an automatic speech recognition system, and it can actually do a lot of different languages, as you can see here. Let's go ahead and type that in. The main thing I'm going to be using this for in the Raspberry Pi project with the AI is basically so you can talk to the AI. It's going to be an alarm clock. I mean, I'm not going to get too into it because I'm going to make its own video. But basically, the alarm clock just can deny a request for sleep. If you've been snoozing for too long, it's just like, okay, bro, get up. But yeah, so this is going to be the most important part because if you're half asleep trying to say something and it can't. It says we need FFmpeg, which I think I already have on my computer. So these are the sizes they have. They have English only, and then they have multilingual models, which will be really cool. For this test, I'll use the base in multilingual. We have the import, and then the model we're gonna use instead of this is gonna be base. And then we don't actually have audio MP3, so we need to make one. What's up, guys? We'll start with that. Okay, so I don't actually know if it'll run with an M4A file. We'll try it. Oh, it's loading. What's up, guys? We'll start with that. Okay. That's pretty good. That's exactly what I said. But it does work with M4A, so it's good. Let's try in Spanish. Taco, burrito, chimichanga. I'm kidding, guys, but ignore my accent. ¿A qué hora vamos al museo? Yo quiero ir ahora, pero creo que tengo que esperar una hora más. I don't know how I actually had stuff to say for that recording, but not for the other one. But it doesn't translate, but it transcribed it in Spanish correctly, and it added the accent and everything and like the punctuation. That's pretty cool. I want to make it translate now, and they have like show and tell here, which I might use. It's still going to be .transcribe, but then we're going to have this task equals translate. If I don't specify, it automatically detects the language and it automatically by default translates to English. So let's go. Guys, ¿a qué hora vamos al museo? Yo quiero ir ahora, pero creo que tengo... What time do we go to the museum? I want to go now, but I think I have to wait a little more. Okay, wait, it's not a direct translation. That's really cool. But like, yeah, I said, I think I might have to wait an hour more, but here they translate it as a little more. Interesting. Let's try again. And this time let's specify we're translating from Spanish. Yo quiero ir a la luna, pero no creo que puedo caminar hasta allá. Wow. Okay, we'll see. Oh, and there's a little English in there. I wonder how it's going to handle that. Yo quiero ir a la luna, pero no creo que puedo caminar hasta allá. Wow. Okay, we'll see. I want to go to the moon, but I don't think I can walk until there. Wow. Okay, you see. So it's not like entirely accurate, but you could get the gist of what I said in Spanish. But that's good. Let's test it out. If for some reason the user of my alarm clock speaks Spanish, will it be able to translate the half asleep Spanish words? Oh, yo quiero dormir más. Déjame en paz ya. No, 5 minutos más, por favor. I don't know why I changed my whole voice for that. Hopefully this works. It thinks I spoke in Portuguese. I mean, it still translated it correct. I guess because Portuguese and Spanish are very similar, but still, this is good. This is good news, guys. You can be half asleep. I don't know if I sounded like I was half asleep. Okay, yeah, but you can be half asleep. Talk to this thing and it'll be good. Okay, someone made a real-time speech to text. I think I'm just gonna have it actively listen all the time. And then if certain keywords pop up, then it'll actually know to do something with the transcription. Like for now, it's just gonna be listening, transcribing without any really like any goal. But later with the alarm clock, obviously you're only going to talk to an alarm clock if you want to sleep or if you want to set an alarm. Because I just really don't like saying hey Siri, saying like hey Alexa, saying okay, hey, hi Siri. But saying all that, it works, but I just don't like it. Like obviously you're not actually talking to some like a person or like an animal, but like it's not as natural as if you were just like, okay, I want to set up an alarm for tomorrow at 7, and then it doing that. I don't know. Does that make sense to you guys? Let me know in the comments down below. But no, okay, I found this guy. He did this live captioner. I'll show you guys. I guess I won't show you guys, okay. But basically it's just live captions. There's a little delay, but it's live. And what he uses is this Pi Audio W patch. So I went there. Apparently it's only for Windows, which would be fine for me right now, but I'm trying to use this on the Raspberry Pi. So I'm gonna have to use Pi Audio is what it's called.
Then from struct things we have to distinguish. This thing I will tell you later on. But it told just it is recording it. So hi, hello. So it has recorded.
I mean, yeah, basically all of this up to here, I mean, this is what was in the YouTube video. This is just okay. So there's a lot I don't know about audio files and reading them, but essentially I have it right there. It's the audio samples per second. This kind of equates to the audio quality. 8,000 is like what's on your phone. I don't know. Chunk is the samples read at once. So you have your audio samples per second, and then chunk is like how many of those samples are read at the same time. And in this case we have 1024. That's what the kid had. So yeah, and then recording seconds is just the amount of time we're gonna let pass before we take that information, that recording, and send it to Whisper to actually transcribe. What this file does is it opens up like a bridge so that audio can start coming in. It doesn't actually start recording yet, but basically we have the format. Most microphones are in this format. Channels is basically how many audio tracks are recorded at the same time, but if we had two, that would be something like more for music, where you'd have like the left audio, the right audio. Input equals true. That's just basically telling it we're going to use a microphone. And then don't forget to install Pi Audio. No, I did not just cut to present day me so I can show you guys my haircut. I actually explained something very poorly in the video, that being the issue I had when installing Pi Audio. Basically, there's this thing called a pre-compiled wheel. It eliminates the need for our VS Code to install and compile the source code from Pi Audio. This was an issue because I use Python 3.14, but Pi Audio only has a pre-compiled wheel for Python up until 3.13. So in order to fix that problem, I just switched the version of Python that I use. I know there's other ways to solve that problem, like I could get an unofficial pre-compiled wheel, but I just went with switching my Python version. Basically, we imported NumPy, we imported our stream.py that we made. So now we're getting our stream, we're getting that bridge, and then we're saying while this code is running, what this for loop is doing is we're seeing the chunks per second, and then we're multiplying it by the recording seconds. So this is going to be the chunks we get throughout our recording, and that's what we're going to get in our data. We're going to read all those chunks. After that, we're gonna get NumPy to do some work. Okay, so this is the rest of the code. Basically, it's just translating it. So we take all those frames we got and we combine them into one big byte object. And then we have this, which basically takes those bytes and turns them into numbers. They're integers, and then as type converts it to a float. And we do that because that's what Whisper needs for its transcribing. It expects a float, and then we divide it by this also for the Whisper, just to keep it between -1 and 1. And then after that, I mean, we've seen this already, transcribe, and then we print. It should work. This should be it, guys. Do we try it? I mean, we have to try it. We have to try it. This is revolutionary, guys. And then we still get the same warning, but this is pretty accurate. Like, okay, so there's some issues when you say words that are in between the frames, but let's see if we can make it faster by shortening the recording seconds. We'll try it. We'll try making it faster. We're recording every 1 second. What's up, guys? We're listening very fast now. Oh my gosh. I thought I said, that's funny, it censors. I'm gonna shit all over the place. Oh, it doesn't censor it. I did not. What is that? Okay, so yeah, guys, I changed it to 5, so let's see. Hello, guys. Welcome back to another video. And you know, I would really wake up, but I'm just super tired. I just want 5 more minutes of sleep. So yeah, it's still not completely accurate. See, I don't even know what, did it sound like I said that? Maybe I don't know. Should I speak Spanish, guys? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Yo quiero comer porque, yeah, okay, that's cool. Okay, but it works, more or less. I'm gonna try ending the stream using my voice, guys. I think it's time I end stream. I don't know what that did, but it ended the stream. We're good. Okay, let's try one more time. Delete stream.